Okay, this is Ron. I am Ron. I am he, him. I don't know. I'm the author of There Are Still Unknown Places. It's my latest novel. I've written some other books as well. This is kind of part two about how long should you write in a day. So I started out by saying, I'm in Facebook groups and a lot of people writing, trying to write their novels, and a lot of people think of writing as you want to write for a long stretch of time. The longer, the better. I posited that usually you can't write more than a couple hours, 2 to 4 hours in a day. And that's if you're really well outlined and you really have the feel for it. Beyond that, you can't really do it. And there's another aspect that's usually bad about writing for a long period of time, like 8 hours in a day. This is an old screenwriter's trick, which I used to use. It was one of the first things that was taught to me way back at school. When you write, you want to write not until you run out of things to write and then put the pen and pencil away. Said, I wrote for 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours today, and I've written everything, and now I'm going to rest and relax because I'd kind of run out of things to write. That's a disruptive thing to do, because the next day when you come back to write again, you don't know what to write because you ended by exhausting all of your thoughts and writing. So the way to write is you got to have discipline. So you're writing along, you're writing for 2 hours, writing 3 hours, maybe 4 hours if you're really on a roll. And you stop only when you know the next big thing you're going to write. Like you're writing, you're like, I can envision, I know exactly what the whole next chapter is going to be. Stop there. Then the next day, not only it'll be easy to start writing again because you're not going to have to think from zero about what to write. It'll be easier to start to, and you'll have more enthusiasm for it. So you got to get into that role of writing until you think of a whole big bunch of next stuff to write in your sequence. Then stop there. So the next day you're always starting with your mind full of the things you are to write, as opposed to your mind being empty. So anyway, that's a tip. Super important if you want to be productive as a writer day after day. This is my book, There Are Still Unknown Places. It's a novel of young people in Bangkok living their lives, both Thais and foreigners, and the ennui we have with the modern world. So it's in it's in bookstores, it's in Amazon and Kindle. Please read it and let me know what you think. Thank you. Bye-bye.